Hello Taurus, and welcome to your reading. Taurus, I want you to always remember that these readings are generalized, so take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, because that will resonate with someone else who's watching this reading. Taurus, I also want to remind you to have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant sign, because by doing that you get a much fuller picture of the energies that you are working with. All right, let me just grab some oracle cards for you as well. Taurus, I also want to let you know that I have a new channel that is to do with love and matters of the heart. So if you want to see more of my work, I'm gonna link the channel in the description box below. All right, I just need some more clarifications on the situation that is here. Taurus, I can see that for some of you, you are being called to leave a situation behind, okay? Because when we're looking at our tarot cards, the first tarot card that came up for you was the Eight of Cups. When we're looking at the Eight of Cups, it is a card that is to do with walking away from a situation that no longer serves you, or just leaving behind people, jobs, anything that really you are feeling in your gut, in your soul, that I can't stay here anymore. So whatever is going on for some of you, you have that sort of like that soul searching moment that you're going through right now, and you're just saying that I can't betray myself anymore. So when we're looking at the Eight of Cups, it is a situation here where you're just like, all right, I am leaving this situation. It is not a bad situation that you're leaving behind. It is okay. And sometimes that makes it worse. When a situation is all right, you're just like, I could stay here a little bit longer. But your soul is screaming, no, stop settling. There must be something better out there. So for those of you who have that feeling where your soul keeps speaking to you to say that it is time to go on a quest, it is time to go and find something else, it is time to listen. Because when you don't listen to your soul and your gut instinct, when your gut instinct is talking to you, this is when we have the energies of the Ten of Wands that can start surfacing, coming about, because this situation wasn't that bad. You could choose to settle, but after a while it just turns to this feeling where you are just pushing and things are starting to get hard, and you're just like, why? So the Ten of Wands is the card that feels like you are under a lot of stress, under a lot of burden. There is just a lot that is here, and you are just pushing and not even knowing why after a while, why you're pushing so hard. So the Ten of Wands can indicate that you have lost your why, and you have just got into that energy of just showing up day after day after day after day, grinding. But why? When we're looking at our woman, you can see that she can't even see where she is going. She's just in that mode of things are gonna get better if I just carry on, just pretending like everything is all right, pretending like this situation is not a burden. So can you see how this situation is progressing? There's a feeling in your heart, in your soul, in your gut that is saying, hey, I feel that things are going to be changing in the near future. Maybe we should start making some preparations. And for some reason, you might choose to stay because things are not that hard. And after a while, challenges come about and things change. And then there is just this burden that is here. And you could be kicking yourself and thinking, why didn't I leave when I had the option? So the reason why some of you are not leaving this situation, because there is some fears that are here. So as you are looking at this situation, you could just be like, I know I should leave. And I'm wondering if there's something better, but I'm afraid, right? Because we have the Moon card, which is a major arcana card, which indicates that there are some fears that are in the way. And when you're paying attention to this card, you can see that there is like that monster that is here, that is starting to surface, right? And so in your mind, you could just be feeling like, oh my God, if I leave this situation, what about if something bad happens? What about if things don't turn out the way I thought they would turn out? Well, if you stay, you never know. Because if this is that feeling that is driving you in your solar plexus, then it's time to listen. Because either way, that feeling is going to creep up on you anyway over time. Because when you're looking at the cups deal with our emotions. The cups deal with our feelings. So your feelings and your emotions are able to tap in and understand that it is time to change things up. All right, before even you have reason why, you just have that feeling, and sometimes you don't know why you have that feeling that it is time to change things up. But if you listen, you bypass this situation that is here. If you don't, then be prepared to put some hard work later on down the line. It is not all bad, but why go through that hardship? Why go through the unnecessary challenge that is here and fear and everything? Because you chose to stay in a situation because of comfort instead of honoring that intuition that was trying to speak to you. Because even with the moon card is indicating that your intuition is speaking loud and clear, whether you decide to listen or not. That is up to you. Because like I always say, this is your life and this is your human experience, and it is up to you to decide what you want to do. No one can tell you what is right or wrong. All you can do is to tap into your intuition, into your inner self, and see what is the right decisions for you to make. And when you're tapping in, it is best to meditate, to contemplate, because when you do, you are able just to have clarity around your situation. You're able to understand your situation a lot more than if you just rush into things, leave a situation behind without plan A, plan B, plan whatever. So the divine is saying, in the here and now, as your intuition is trying to get your attention, right then, it is that moment for you to close your eyes, to meditate, and to listen to the whispers of your soul. Because your soul, your intuition never shouts. It speaks very quiet. And if you don't pause and take some time out, this is when you miss those important messages that your intuition, your gut instinct is trying to tell you. So it is really important to be in that moment where you allow yourself some quiet time, switch off Netflix, turn off your phone for a moment, even if it's just for 5 minutes, even going for a walk, leaving your phone behind, going for a little hike. If you can't leave your phone behind, put it on silent and then just go for a walk in nature and in quietness. When you do that, your intuition can start whispering to you and speaking why there is this feeling of, I have to do something. The divine is like, it is easier to do things when you are not forced. It is easier to do things when you're still in that energy where you can take it easy. Because when we're looking at our cups, the 8 of Cups, you can see that our person, they're not rushing anywhere. They are just taking it easy. So what does that mean? That means you have an opportunity for an easy transition to the next phase. I'm not saying it will be emotionally easy, but things will just happen a lot easier than when you wait for the 10 of Wands and now the changes still have to be made. But now the difference is you really have to put your back into it. You have to really push and push and push. So the divine is saying, choose easy if you can. And we spoke about meditation. Now we're going to speak also about raising your vibration. Because when you are able to lift up your vibration slowly, this is when things happen in an easier way. If you're doing things out of fear, if you're doing things because you're afraid that something bad is going to happen, things don't happen so easy. So by getting excited about the new chapter that is opening up, by using your imagination and painting something amazing, something beautiful ahead, you start raising up your vibration, and then you can see that things just happen and unfold in a more easier way than when you're operating from the vibration of fear. So the next thing that we have is now we're seeing that we have the next cards. And the next cards is saying that, there might just be a feeling as you are leaving a situation behind. You might just need to cleanse your soul. You might just need to have that moment for the tears to flow. Because when the tears are flowing, this is how your soul cleanses itself. Because it allows you to release your emotions. Okay, so what this card is coming in to say is it's important to allow yourself to cry when you need to cry. It is important to allow your soul to let itself be cleansed by your tears. That's not a sign of weakness. That is a sign of self-care. Because when you let your soul cry, you are releasing emotions instead of trying to act like you're hard, right? Trying to act like some type of way. So what this card is all about is encouraging you to be vulnerable. And in that vulnerability, it allows your soul to just have that moment to breathe, to release, to let go. And so this card could be indicating that you are releasing emotions, feelings, things that you've been holding on to for a long time. So for some of you are leaving behind trauma. For some of you, that you are just leaving behind things that have been really held in your soul for a really long time, and you're starting to walk away from that in a way that is cleansing your soul, because the cups are about water. Water is cleansing, and so we are wanting to cleanse our soul as well as our bodies, right? So whatever is happening, the divine is saying that do not be afraid to cry. It's not weakness. Fact. It is strength. Okay, so we are now looking over to the energies of the Ten of Wands, right? And the Ten of Wands, as you can see, the energies changes now. So you stay in a situation because it is comfortable and whatever, I don't know. And soon you are now in the energies of the Ten of Wands, and you're looking at that situation like, oh man, if I just made changes when things were a lot simpler, it would have felt a lot easier. And there could just be that feeling of, man, I messed up. I messed up by choosing comfort over what was necessary. I messed up, and now things are a lot harder. So there's a situation where you could be looking at the Ten of Wands and thinking, man, if I could rewind time, I would have worked with the energies of the Eight of Cups. So as you are making your decisions, as you are meditating and speaking to your intuition, tapping in, going within you, because all the answers that you're seeking out here, looking at tarot videos, honestly, all the answers already reside within you. These tarot readings are really here to inspire you, to motivate you to go inside and to be your own oracle, to be your own person who is able to use your own intuition, because your own intuition will never lead you astray. Your own intuition is your north compass, which is always pointing you in the right direction. A tarot reading just shows you the energies that are there. You already know this stuff, but sometimes you just need to hear it from someone else. You just need to hear it in a different way, articulated in a way that's like, oh yes, I understand. Now the penny has dropped. Okay, so sometimes as you're watching these tarot readings, it is all about having that aha moment more than it is about giving you what's going to happen in the future. It's about motivation, and it's about tapping into the energies that are present right now. But as you're making the choices that you need to make, the energies change. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are looking at the final card that we have. And the final card that we have, the divine, is saying that look for the signs. Okay, you might love cats, and when you see a cat, that is that sign from the universe to say, hey, you're on the right path. Maybe you like butterflies and you use them as a sign. Whatever signs that you like, you could start seeing them as synchronicities are happening, as things are starting to unfold in the way that you had asked the divine to show you the way. So you said, divine, if I'm on the right path, send me a sign, send me a thumbs up, send me something so I know. And so the divine sends you a sign to say, hey, you are on the right path. So whatever is happening, Taurus, this is the reading that I have for you. I wish you all the best of luck as this situation is currently being decided about what is right for you, what is the right choice for you. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a good